Hello. Good morning, everyone. Getting a few things set up here. 25 to 95 degrees. So it's going to be cold and hot. I'll go with Sageville. It is loading, it's just loading long. How's everyone doing this morning? Well, you know what? Let's do this. Turn this down. We'll do that. How do I change this to live? All messages. There we go. Alright, guys. Welcome in. Ooh, that sun is bright at my computer. Excuse me, kitty. Alright, so this is the map. So how's everyone doing? I hope everyone had a good weekend. Well, I guess it's been a week now. Alright, let's get started. So you have two starting squares here, and you got a little thing over here. I want to check when pollution blows that way. I saw this map. So that's like an industrial port. That is cool. Now let's pause. Alright, where are natural resources at? It's got a little farming thing over here. So we could build a little farm town over here. How did we get here, though? In and out there. So yeah, we could build a little farm thing over there. Build the main city up here. That's dual highway. Coming down into single street. That's 3 lanes coming down into 2. Literally 2. So let's go. Nope, I want that one. I don't want this one. Do that and that. I'm okay with that. For now. Turn that back on, do that. I want guidelines that off. Let's run this road straight out. And that's what we'll do. Just run that out to there for now. Probably get like a little forestry area up in here. Again, wind pollution is going that way, so that would work. So let's build a little town. That's what it's going to be. This is going to be a little town. I think we're going to put downtown maybe in around this port, and have the port be the central midst of town. Or could actually take it over here. Do I have the area tool? Yeah, no, I don't have the area tool yet. So let's do something else quick. Alright, so the woods are mountains. Everything else seems to be flat, which I'm okay with. Alright, I like this map. Alright. And we have this little 2-lane road. Honestly, where does that come from? Hold on. Goes down, follow it down. That's an outside connection. So I think what we'll do is again, shut that off. Shut that off. We're gonna come out of that at a 90. Bring that down. Bring that down. $107 by 107. And then just run this straight in. Now that's that outside connection hooked up. I'm losing 78 an hour. I think what we'll do is we'll have, I don't really want to run grids, but that's what we'll do. I think what we'll do is, where does that terrain start going up? Continuous. Bring that down. And this will be that could run out that way. That'll be the far edge of the map. We'll have one. I want everything oriented off this grid though. So again, deselect that so I can put this right in the middle. Nope. This is first off, anarchy off. We don't need anarchy on. Like, we do not need anarchy on. So if I do that, okay, that makes that grid work. And we'll just run that all the way through. And then what we'll do is that down to there. Okay, alright. This is coming together. This is coming together. I don't need this panel open anymore. Take that right into there. That's going to be a jank connection, but it works. And we'll deal with that intersection later. So, bring this up. I don't know how. $166 by 122. Now is this another 166? No, that's a 219. And then we'll delete that part of the road. Can I have that back now? Thank you. a major... Take that as another crossroad. Why is it doing that? I don't know. Run you up. Meet that guideline. Alright, this is the basis for now. Let's start zoning in. What do we want to do with this? 149 by 122. Actually, let's pause. Where's my outside connection? Do I have any over here? Like electric? Ooh, I don't. That's fine. We could do... It's over there. Come in there. 180 down to there. Bring you out. And then we'll just leave that, because you know what we can do. You bring that to there. That to there. Actually, bring that down like that, and then we can do that. I know it's on an angle, but just add some cul-de-sacs to the end of them. To the end of that road. We can do the same over here. And just use these little alleyway. No, you know what? We'll use these. Actually, you know what? We will use alleyways. Bring that over that way. Bring that that way. Get a cul-de-sac there, there. There. We can use... I don't think I have paths unlocked yet. There we go. Alright. So, let's start electric. Gotta have it. Must be too slow. Let's turn the anarchy on. 0.9, 0.81. Ooh, wow. There's really no wind speed. There's no 1.45. I mean, over here there is 2.6, 2.43. What's this side show me?
This is Liz Peterson on the Atmospheric Piano Channel, playing music that hasn't been...
We might just have to go with a regular power plant. Or for now, import it. Which I'm okay doing for now. Wait a minute. Is that... Hold on. Where does that go? That goes that way. That goes that way. Can you import from? Wait, where's my square? I lost where I was building it. Over here. Hold on. So what kind of house? Let's go southwest. These are smaller houses, I think. Let's play. Let's get them in. I know they're going to come up water and sewer, but I want to see something quick. I want to see if they'll start pulling power. It's all the way connected, right? Yeah. No, so you can't... Okay. So you can't import from low power. So I think what we'll do is the height of realism the power company paid to run these over. Into there. Then what we'll do is we'll take the French substation. Nice little downtown building. Place it. Alright, shut anarchy off. Control. I forgot I had the... We'll place that there. And then what we'll do is page down. Take it underground. What we'll do is we'll run it up to the edge up there. And connect in there. Alright. So water. This is a small, we're going to say an American-ish town. So let's have that there. That takes care of water. You have it as you come in and out of the town. And then sewer. I have no way to... I don't want to pump it into that lake. So for now, I'm going to do this. We're going to do that. And just... Actually, can I just... There we go, tiny village. That works. We got the Fox Inn pub. So now technically those houses should have everything. They do. Okay. So, let's go back to my southwest. Do that. Give it a little bit of a bigger house there. Alright, now if I take out this path, they should stay. They do. Cool. We'll do that. Give that a little bit of a bigger piece of land. Do a 3x3. Offset the 3. Oh, that was a 3x4. Alright, now we need to... Nope. I'm just going to shut off all that for now. Let's get that house and that house zoned in. Delete that. And do a little 2x2 there. Do a little 2x3 there. Get you there. So I think what we can do then is If I take that path work there, that should give me another house. That'll go there. And give me 2 houses. And then what I'll do is I'll D-zone that area. Can you mix southwest? What was the north? Oh, there is no low density northeast. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. We'll do that. We'll do that. Let's get the cul-de-sac there. We'll do that. We'll do that. Alright, so let's get some commercial growing up if I can remember the buttons. JP, let's go. Now I can go here. We'll mix and match. Do we have anything that's... Alright, if we're doing that, then I want the full length of those. I'm gonna let that stuff grow in a little bit. Let's get some northeast on this corner. And we'll do that. Let's add that in. We'll mix some of that. And then I think what we'll do is get a couple of these houses growing in, mix and match them. That and that. So what should we name this thing? Like this little community. I think what we'll do... Yep, I knew that was coming. We're going to let this run for a minute, let this build up, and then we'll see what we hit from there. Because I have stuff planned out for a school, everything like that. So it's not too bad. Not too bad. I don't mind importing. I mean, eventually, I only want a medical clinic. You know what? Can I centralize? There's no way I can centralize this building. Wow. I mean, I'm losing 13,000 an hour. Let's come... Oh, I don't have that unlocked. When I unlock production. Milestones. I think it's the next one I unlock. Yeah, production panel. That'll take care of that. Let's get healthcare down. That is a fit and sit movement. I couldn't ask for anything better. That fits and sits. Three ambulances. What does it have? Adds an extra 30 and 3. Okay, that's not too bad. Let's that just go on. There we go. So it looks like we still need people. Get rid of that path. I think what we can do... What did I unlock? Oh, asymmetric roads, huh? Don't need them yet, but I think what we'll do... No. Come here. Run that path through like that. Because the school and everything is going to be centralized around here. I don't have the school unlocked yet, so I don't know... You know, part about how healthcare is running. I literally just gave you healthcare. And then I think maybe what we can do is turn my stab tubes on with them. Bring that down to there. Bring that into there. Alright, shut off snap inside a building. And just run that down to there for now. And run that to there. So then what we'll do is we'll add, let's get a little bit more commercial growing up. What do the Japanese look like? I have not played with the Japanese pack yet. We'll get 2 of them growing up. Switch it back to Southwest. Ah, that's my mixed office. Get some of them grown in. Get that grown in. Some of these houses will be replaced with the mixed office. I think I have mixed somewhere in here.
Pending updates to our power grid, the city will be experiencing rolling blackouts. We urge the public to remain calm.
The rest of that's level 2.
Exit service and to follow the
So I think what we'll do is we'll come back here, come back and start working on our suburbs.
Then a local public service announcement.
Recent spikes in demand have led to temporary local shortages in the city's fresh water supply. The public should be aware that we are struggling to get the situation in hand. This has been a
Which one is that one? I gotta figure out which one that one is. Eventually I use the UK semi-detached. That'll be an estate, but I gotta figure out which one's which.
touch that dial.
Let's add some luxury here. No, I got this one too. Alright, so you know what we'll do? This is gonna be a temporary thing, but let's place that down and see what that looks like. The rest of this I want to be southwestern.
Sounds like we're the ones who will end up paying for it. Should we be worried?
I expect the residents will be more distressed.
That can go there. That can go there.
But so quickly. We'll be back after. A housing shortage is driving up prices in the area.
That's right, Cliff. But apparently it's not all good.
I don't have any industry in this city.
Well,
I'm curious what my unemployment's like.
housing shortage is bad. We're trying to move here.
29.6. Okay, so that is... Oh, that's the waterfront housing. That's the terraced housing. I don't want that. That can go. Nope, falls. So I do not want the terraced housing. I think it's this one I want. Which means these can go.
Thank you, Professor.
Yeah, it's these that it's those that I want. I mean, we'll let that one slide through. But yeah. So where is wind pollution from here? This way. So if I build a little industrial pocket, maybe up here for now, on the edge of town, we could do that. Let's keep this 4-lane road going. Right up to the edge. And then what we can do is bring that off up to the edge up there. And go 254 341. That is not 90. That was not 90. That's better. So what we'll do is we'll take the alleyway, go down with a 1 gap on each side. I'm okay with that. And that can come across there. So I mean, I do have domes parking. Alright, so what we'll do is we'll zone in industry. And we'll be very choice about this. Did I hit level 2 yet? No. Keep a bunch of smaller buildings here. Actually, delete that. I think what we'll do is do that all the way up, and then do that. And then what I can do is I can come in with that road there, connect it to there, bring that down there. Actually, we'll do it this way. And then we can throw... Can I have my menu back? 1. I'll turn the anarchy on for this. 2. 1, 2, 3. And then I'm going to come in to move it. before we come in and move it, save game. Save. I know how move it can work. That can go there. We'll bring that right up into that corner. I might actually put a third one. And kind of mirror this. Throw that down there. Alright. And then we can come here. Surfaces. There we go. I had to remember where my surfaces were. Let's do a concrete surface in here. Hello. Vega, come on. You really had to go open that up? Getting cat. Oh, we now hit milestone 2, small village. And we got extra stuff. I'm not worried about that right now. We're going to do some detailing. We'll do a little bit of detailing in this area. Come here. Give me a tree. I want a nice tall oak tree there. I mean, we're in the middle of summer. Nice tall oak tree there. I think what we're going to do is get a better bulldozer. Come here. Get rid of the smokestack. Some of these smokestacks. I don't want to get rid of them all. Maybe I do. Maybe I do. Get off of that button. And then I think what we'll do is we'll lay out a little commercial space there with some props there. What did I unlock? What is this? Salon Terrace. Afternoon treat. You can sip a variety tea. Ooh, that's not bad. I might actually do that. But we'll come back and detail this later. Where's my unemployment at? That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to keep unemployment. I don't want to say low, but I mean 6% is not bad. We definitely have some open jobs. What do we have open? Alright, let's get schools in. I don't really want that school. Ruby Rock. Oh wow, that's... I mean, I can't argue that sit and fit. Can I do it? No, it doesn't fit that way. Or it does fit this way. Let's do it that way. I mean, community 600. What did I just put down? That's 1,000 capacity. Now I need a high school. Chinese high school. Not the look I'm going for. 1750. Kind of want to put that there. Holy that's huge. I mean, we could rework Elizabeth Street and what's that, Harris? Hemlock. That is huge. I don't really want something that huge. UK secondary, that's huge too. Chinese high school. What's this thing look like? It's a nice school. I might just have to go modern. We can go the urban. Urban's not bad. 800 capacity. Mediterranean high school. Or we just go modern. Oh, that does sit and fit right there. And then I can continue Pacific Street all the way through. That works. Don't want to do that, but that works. Because Oak Street here... Alright, let's spend some points. Development. I want parking. Let's go advanced road tools. I want to get a recycling center. I don't know how I want to go. I don't want to get college yet. I think that's all we're going to get for now. But I want to be able to put parking that... do that for them. Now staff, I feel like could have... That just sits and fits. Hold on, is there any upgrades to this? There is. Oh, but I could... Mindfulness room? Whose health and well-being of students. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of like that. We're just gonna add it. What do we have here? Extra classrooms, extra classrooms. Alright, so we don't need that yet. So that's 1,000, that's 50. So that can go up to 1,550 as far as students goes. Alright. This is slow growing. Alright, let's add a little bit more. Commercial in. Let's do it from there to there. I mean, not commercial. Industrial. We can do that. And I want to get them... I mean, they have those little parking lots, but I kind of want to charge them for it. I don't even know what we have anymore. So that part is that sits and fits. I might have to keep that in mind. Because I plan on putting a production building. Industrial. I want to put SwitchCon right there. That's what it is. Switch on. Or maybe Pharma. But I need Medical University for that. Switch on gonna be forever for me to get. Alright, let's come back. Because now we got apartments. I don't really want to go apartment style blocks. Maybe we could here along this. I don't want them tall. So what's a 2x3 look like? It's going to come up 2x2. 3x3. Nope. 4x4. Alright, let's let them 3 grow in. But that was dumb, cat. Let's get... I want a little history over here. So let's get that growing. Let's get that growing. Let's get... that growing. And then I'm going to do that. Mind you, I can move those 2 buildings. That's not an issue. Although, it leaving that 1 gap could be nice for me to be able to do this. And run that wherever. I swear that's altering the terrain. Well, I mean, listen. What else do you want? What are you complaining about? Oh, no, actually, you're really happy. Oh, that's a nice building. Oh. I liked a little bit of history through here. I mean, I'll make a full Chinatown thing elsewhere on the map. But I kind of like that little bit of history. I know it doesn't make sense, but maybe the developers just put that there. We're going to put that there. And then we'll do half northeast. And I guess we'll do that. You are requiring lack of label. Why are you requiring... What are you missing? Uneducated and poorly educated. Alright, so we need to start filling out residential area. Though, come to think about this. Alright, hold on. So these are the southwest apartment complexes. Right? Is that what I did? Yeah, that was these. Actually, my extended tooltip, southwest medium density. I'm kind of liking that. Kind of liking the 2x2. If I'll be honest with you. I could get away with 3x3. How many people live there? 24. That's 9. That's 6. Okay. So, I don't think I'm going to do that. I don't need that. I need this. What does this look like? Do they have a 2x2 version? Those 2 will probably be deleted. Alright. So the school, medical clinic. I kind of want to put apartments behind the commercial. I'm okay with that. That will leave empty. I need to know what kind of house I want over here. What is this? That's southwest. 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 EU low density waterfront. Southwest low density. Alright, you know what? We'll continue the southwest over here. Where is it? There it is. I want it on Laurel Street, so let's run that. And then we'll run that. That seems like a waste of space. I I'm not even gonna lie. Alright. Yeah, no, they don't go there. Oop, I just deleted a house that I didn't want to delete. Get rid of this zoning. So I think what we're going to do is going to run these. What is that? That's 3 by 3. 1, 2, 3. Hold on here. 1, 2, 3. No, I think they're 3 by 2s. I like the 3 by 2s. I'll put a little 2 by 2 on the corner. Much as I like that, it's gone. I know I'm creating homeless. Pause. Road upgrades. Do that. Delete. Thank you. Road. Take that off. Thank you. Zoning will do what I want. Man, this downtown's really growing up. Let's take a stroll. Although if there's parking there, I wonder if we can get rid of that parking. I mean... I like that building. And we are now milestone 3. We got the Riverside Grill. Ooh. Not gonna lie, I kind of like that building. Pause. Because I have an idea. Delete you. Move it. Remove it to there. Now I go grab this building again. Boom. That's that. Yes. Yes. And I want the ice cream bar to stay. Quebec Medical, what is this? It's a pharmacy with a floating sign. I kind of like that too for a downtown. Kind of like that too. Business is at Southwest. It's Japan. I can upgrade. There we go. So I'm looking. Petrol station right there. Actually, you know what? Oh, we'll let it go for now. And I think what we'll do to assist traffic here, now it's not bad. 5-lane asymmetric. We'll do that. And we'll do that.
We've recently been having what some are calling the worst kind of luck there is. That's right. Today,
And then maybe what we'll do,
increased likelihood that you'll die.
I'm gonna replace,
Either
do
way,
that, and
everybody's
do that.
dying. That gives me the creeps.
That's a wild overstatement.
And then I can come in here. Where is my lane connector tool?
Panic. She said,
Oh, we got the Heath Pub.
we've got to get out of here.
We do not want
Stay and clear up the mess. We'll be back.
left there.
A housing shortage is driving up prices in America.
We do not want left there.
Apparently, that's not all good news.
I want dedicated turn lanes.
Welcome, Professor.
But this place is running pretty good. We got population up. I like this little community. I think what we can do is add more. I think what we'll do is we're going to move this to that corner.
I find a question, Professor. Is the
Put
housing shortage doing the
more houses here, so like row homes there.
I like the sound of
Get
that.
that one going in, get that one going in, and that.
Thank you, Professor.
I know we're going to need police and fire coverage. I'm trying to... Do we have parks yet? Landscaping? No. Communications? No. Parks and recreation? No, we don't actually have that yet. Put that there. How many cars does that have? 17. Holy shit. And the only reason I did that is we have a ton of crime. All of a sudden. Like, it's poof, crime. I didn't want to actually place the police station yet, but I had no choice. More cells, more patrol cars. Yeah, I don't think we're going to need either one of them. So I think what we're going to do, let's wrap that up. And I think what we'll do, hold on. So the parking by the school. Let's find a nice tree landscaping. Turn anarchy off. How do I place trees on the road? I thought we could place trees on the road. Is that only on the big roads? I mean, listen, I have no issue placing my own tree on this road. So I gotta do it this way and then upgrade the tree? I'm confused. I'm confused. So then what we're gonna do, anarchy. Wait a minute, snap the roads. Aha! Okay. Boom. Boom. I hope that doesn't block their driveway. I just feel like all the roads around the school should have some nice birch trees. Crap, I used the wrong tree. Oh, well, I just placed a tree in the parking lot. And now I gotta go get a bulldozer. Get rid of that tree. There we go. I just feel like trees. Let's make it nice. I want to put a park here. That's why that spot's open. And here. Do I have the district creation tool yet? Nope. What did I unlock? Actually, I got the... Hold on, production panel. Let's see. What's up, GOK? How you doing? How's everyone doing? Material goods. I shouldn't be making any of them, but what deficit? We need to definitely get... Alright. So, let's go over to the farm. I mean, they're going to be pretty far away. Where are they at? It's all the way over here. And we could put a little... What the hell is that? I mean... What are we missing the most? Alright. Why is this not working? God damn it. Why does it do that? Actually, I think what I'm going to do... Let's do that there. Alright. 90. 90. Ooh. Ooh. Alright, shut that off. Come there. Come there. Actually, I think we'll come there. Take it back another block. Come there. And let's get a set of buildings. Alright, you want to be difficult? Complete area. There's that one. Let's get a little green farm up here. I don't know if I'll snip Tues back on. I don't even care. We're just gonna do the best we can. Leaving one square all the way around the outside. Get that going. We'll get some animals up here. We'll even throw a small textile field. And that's not going to produce a lot. Let's get 7. 3 out of 5. There we go. And then we can buy, what's that? Oil lot. Okay. I see what they're trying to insinuate and lead on. Okay. I mean, I'm not... Wait, technically my service upkeeps. Taxation. Let's go up to 11. On every... Nope, not 12. 11 on everything. Services. Education and research. I don't even know. I think we really just need to bring more people in at this point. Actually, let's go North American waterfront there. And we'll just let that grow in however it sees fit. You know what? This would be perfect for the Southwest style. I think what we'll do is go a little northeastern apartment block. Give it some height. Oh, that crane's not too high. I might actually be okay with that. It's already got a ton of people. I absolutely love that. So this little community is coming together. I think what we'll do is we'll come out here. You know what? I think what I'm going to do... I know what I'm going to do. I don't want to do it, but... Switch on. What's the point of mods? If you can't do it. This should be the actual factory. I want to place that there. And we just hit milestone 4. The espresso on the go. And we'll run that right out of the region. And I think what we're going to do, because that has 245 employees, I think what we'll do is the very large parking lot right there. So that they can come in, park, and go to work. And I think what we'll do is we'll come here.
Stay with us here on the atmospheric piano channel.
That's a very small tree.
Local stargazers are in for a real treat tonight, as the aurora borealis is expected to light
It's
up
a
the
very,
night
very
sky.
small tree.
That's right, Jim. Don't forget to look up this evening.
I might just have to use the oak.
Quite a sight.
While we're not in the business of reporting rumors, there's a widespread
Alder.
concern over fears that an insidious
Oak.
underground criminal organization has seized control of the area.
recent crime stats
sure.
confirm that the crime wave has
Or that's
certainly
just-
gripped our region, and it's showing no signs of letting up.
How do I do the
I
line
don't
tool?
like the sound of that, Glenda.
We'll be back after this.
We interrupt this program to bring you a special news bulletin. Increasing areas
Where?
of the forest are being engulfed by flames. The thick
Okay,
smoke
nowhere by
rising
me.
from the
I'm
fire
not worried
makes the
about it.
air dangerous to breathe. Citizens are advised to vacate any
Where the
premises
hell
near
was
the
I building?
fires and remain at a safe distance until emergency services manage to get the fires under control.
Like, looking at this square, there's so much... You know what we could do? We could... Forestry. Place a forestry zone down. To go up this mountain. And we'll act like it's deforesting this area for future expansion. We can do that too. That'll give us... That's 45 employees. So hopefully that will give us a surplus on all of this stuff. That would work, so to speak. And I think what I want to do is build a little mountain community up here. That fire's still going off all the way over there. Oh, that's gone. Build a little mountain community up here. That would be awesome. Is that flats-ish? I mean, if I go from here to here... Oh, that's down 2.3. I mean, I could technically claim we're pushing dirt around. Let me know what you think. Do we... It's +1. If we come up at 6.2. And I think what we'll do is we'll come out there. And what we could do. Do that. Reset the zoning to that area. Pause. Nope, I wanted this one. Do that. Delete that house. And now let everything build in. Morning, baby. Do we have homeless? I bet you I have homeless. Oh, we only have 2 homeless. Where are they living at? That little park over there. And now they're gone. I will put some low rent in high density. Oh, so low rent provides lower tax income. Do a 3x4. I think we'll do a 3x3 and see what it comes in. I'm gonna see what those are. I'm using the EE. I almost feel like that street should finish across. Now that I'm seeing this, I think we might take this street over and this street over. You know, I might build another little town coming up off of over here. This place full of... no. No, it's not. Ironically, still a little bit of commercial down here. Do a little thing right there. It's like a corner asset. $750 a month. We get a forest fire, we can get it going. Alright, let me see these houses. Actually, they're not bad. I like them. Like a 3x3. Actually, let's do a 3x2. Okay. Just do 2x2s. So it'll be 2 more of these. Or do 1. Like that. I actually like that one. Alright, so what are we doing along here? think what we're going to do is give these guys. We're gonna workshop. Modest.
A driving advisory has been issued for the immediate area.
Actually, we
due
can
to
do
poor
that
road conditions.
there.
Please exercise caution if you must drive, and try to stay off the streets until conditions improve. This has been a local public service announcement.
I almost want to.
Hi guys, Liz here. Loving this content. Let's keep the
I'm gonna
motor
do
going
this.
and queue up for the next one. Don't touch that dial.
And on to our main featured story. The commercial district is booming,
There.
as the area is attracting more high-end stores, bringing
And
the
then
latest in
place.
luxury to our neighborhood. You can now shop for designer shoes while sipping a fancy local Jarva Mate, or so my wife tells me. That's good for business and good for the community.
Thanks, Jim. We'll be back.
I'll place you there. I'm
Five,
gonna pause.
and we're getting reports about a traffic accident somewhere
I'm gonna do that.
in the city.
Road maintenance
I'm gonna do that.
dispatched, and traffic flow should return to normal. But if you're planning a quick trip out, you might want to wait for the
Because I think what we can do is bring that into that. Why did it do that now? Instead, I'm gonna picker that. I'm going to picker that. Place. Grab, move it, and slide you right in. Use move it, tuck you a little bit into the corner there. And move this. I'm gonna leave that back ever so slightly so I can get some trees up in there. I'm gonna do that. And then I think what we're going to do is and where's the snap? There. It's gonna be one. It's gonna be two. And I think in Vermont End. Oh, I can't turn on roadside parking fees yet. OJ. But we're gonna charge to park on that road. Alright, let's come down the side of Spruce Street. We'll do that. I think what we'll do along here What the? The sideways cranes. And we hit milestone 5. We got the lobster tail. Control Z. I didn't want to do that. We literally just got internet unlocked and they're complaining already. What are they complaining about? High taxes, unreliable internet service. Ooh, speaking of schools, let's check. 578, 166. Okay. This is going to become downtown Ivy Peak. And there will be a roadside parking fee. And that roadside parking fee is going to be 12. They can park in the parking lots. Ooh. Let's get some trees. I'm gonna shut Anarchy off for a second. Oak and birch. There we go. All right. So where are we going to put internet? JP radio mast. Actually, if I place that like at the end of that road, covers the whole town. What about here? Alright, we'll figure that out. That'll be an episode. And I think what we'll do is come here, turn Anarchy on. And we'll just do this. And this will be Ivy Peak and Industrial Estate. How's the farm doing? That doing? But guys, that is where I'm going to wrap it up today. I mean, we're losing tons and tons of money, but we're eating up, so I'm not too worried about it. We have broken even a couple times. I forgot my other place. Is this place okay out here? I mean, they're losing massive money. Balance is negative 41,000. So, yeah. I mean, we could stick some residents out here. Wait, which one has 43 employees? Oh, that's the... I mean, that's... We could stick some... Like, make it for the workers. You can always do that later. Because we can build a little town up here. That might be where we come on to next. Let's look at map tiles. Yeah, I don't know. So, alright guys, that is where I want to say a farewell. Let's save this game. You all saw Crystal Post County there. I couldn't even tell you if that's going to load anymore. But I want to thank you all for coming out and joining me, and we will see you next time.